Return to Arkham for the PS4. I don't know if this one is streaming live too. You just gotta clear a lot of text and all. It's not always the best to stream on a system because sometimes it will give out to the do this and see how far we get, and it's everyone's top 5 Batman games that have been out. You had I think the first Batman game to my knowledge is I want to say it's for the Sega, if I remember correctly.
Sorry to disappoint you, boys.
Batman Returns. That I have played and I do own. Then you have the one from the animated series that they came with in '93, which I do have for the Sega.
Now that they're all taken care of, it's time to get what I came for out of that safe.
Which is good. They do have a Batman Forever game. That one came out for the Sega, which I do also own as well. Which came out, I think it was '94. Then you had the Batman and Robin game they did have. That did come out for the PS1. '95, if I remember correctly, because I believe the movie came out in '96.
This is Mickey Vale reporting live from Arkham City, the controversial super prison built right here in the heart of Gotham. In a few moments, Bruce Wayne will be live on stage to explain his sudden interest in
Then we had
the infamous Playboy millionaire has never been one to
we had a Batman Beyond game for the 64, which came next. That looked fun, but I never owned a 64, so I never played it. It's like then years later we got the Arkham Knight, which is a really horrible game in terms of story. If you guys want to know more about that, how I rewritten it in my head where it would actually fit and be an okay game, then check that out on my YouTube channel at Jazzy Entertainment. But you can tell in that game how long it took for it to develop. We had so many people hands in the cookie jar that Rocksteady didn't want anybody to feel upset or left out that their ideas weren't in the game in terms of their part of writing something. And when you have too many people, too many hands in the cookie jar, everyone wants a slice of the pie. And everyone wanted to put more and outdrowned it. It ended up becoming worse.
Protocol 10 is ready to begin. It will be my legacy, a monument to your failure. If you try to stop me, I guarantee everyone will know.
And because of just how, really the backlash, how bad it was from the game, Arkham Knight is why, you know, we're not going to be getting another Batman game for a while. So, you know, there's that. From there, we had another Batman based off the animated series that came out for the GameCube, and that one looked good. I just never owned it, what sucks. Then we had Batman Begins that came out, which I played. A lot of people liked it, but I didn't care for it. I don't know, I just thought I just didn't care for it. And then we had Arkham Asylum, then Arkham City, which are really good. Especially, you know, Arkham City is just one of my favorites and will always be my favorite Batman game. Then you had Arkham Origins. I don't... Story, it was good. Gameplay was decent. The mechanics were really nice because you had different newer things. Other than that, to me it doesn't have any replay value. So it is what it is with that. But Arkham Knight was just a really bad game. It just, they put so much in it because they didn't want to leave anybody out that had ideas, that they just out-drowned it. And that's why we just never got another Batman game since then. Again, if you guys want to check out my thoughts on that all the way, you guys can go to my YouTube channel at Jazzy Entertainment. And also, as I'm going through it, I'm also rewriting the game on how it would make more sense, why things just don't add up, why it's best to take out a lot, and a lot what I would do to it. You know, I do own Arkham Knight, but it's just a really shitty game. To where I say Arkham Knight, well, yeah, if it lets you. Where the hell's Ryder? Oh, there he is.
I said get up.
To where it will never live up to its predecessors. So, you know, there's that. There were some linked images that came out months ago for the next Batman game, which was supposed to focus on things that took place after Arkham Knight. Gotham, I guess, was in ruins in terms of linked art. It was supposed to be rumored was supposed to be Batman's son who's going to take the mantle. You would have rode the Bat bike.
Let's just call this good old-fashioned revenge.
But I guess because of that is why updates like, you know, well, we're going to be remaking it, rewriting it. Which then goes into the idea there's always scripts out there that I would like to have seen, which would have been for Arkham Asylum that didn't make it into the game, to Arkham City, especially Arkham Knight. Now, those that don't know, if you played Return to Arkham for the PS4, in terms of graphics for Arkham Asylum, there are some overlaps because it is remastered. The control times are a bit laggy, but there's deleted dialogue in the game that they did add, which holds to my theory that the reason why a lot of the criminals are the way they are is because they got tortured and some got raped behind closed doors, which really brought the story to me more to life. And then in Arkham City, for the remastered version, for the PS4, you get deleted scenes added into the game for the story, along with deleted dialogue that holds even more to the story as it progresses on, rather than the 360 version that, you know, we got back then. So imagine the scripts, the things that was originally written for Arkham Knight, which would have been probably a darker game, would have had so much more to it. You know, less would have been more, which goes into me and what I did on rewriting it throughout the gameplay that I uploaded when I was giving my commentary over everything, which would have been, which probably games in the past that I named, that I do own. I did play them, except for the 1989 one. I didn't play that, even though I do own it. Batman Returns I played. That was decent. The animated series was good. The Batman Forever game, that was good.
I took an encryption key from the Tiger. I'm going to hack into their communication.
I didn't play the Batman and Robin one that came out for the PS1. Not a lot of people know about the game. But I seen gameplay of it, and it's like, shit. The movie, I like the movie, but the game was horrible, in my opinion. It really is. To me, the game is just a horrible game. The movie's good, you know me. I'm a 90s child, like all the way since the early 90s is when I was born. You know, literally, like late 80s, really late 80s, early 90s is when I was born. You know, 91. So,
If there's one person in
yeah.
our city who knows what's really going on, it's her. I need to find Catwoman now.
I seen full gameplay of the Batman Adventures one for the GameCube back when it came out. Even though I didn't play it, that one looks good. I wouldn't mind playing that. Never played the Batman Beyond one, and I do believe, honestly, it is time for us to get a new Batman game, but nothing that ties into the Arkham series. What I would like to see is a Batman Beyond game updated. That would be really great. And if they wanted to, which, you know, they could in today's standards, is to go back, remake the one from 1989, Batman Returns, something for the animated series.
This is a place of justice.
Batman Beyond, then Batman Forever and Batman and Robin game, which would be the more funner ones, as Rocksteady's getting their stuff together for the next Arkham game, or time. So the ones I named that I would like to see really redone, brought up to date for today's systems, today's graphics, I think the audience will really enjoy.
Let's see if the coin thinks you're telling.
Now for the Christian Bale Batman one, Batman Begins, I don't want to see that for a game to be redone. I'm good. You can give me the Dark Knight with the Joker, and then the one with Bane, and I'll be satisfied with that. Like, I'll just be completely satisfied with that.
Without him, the rest of the room will be a problem.
But I'm gonna be replaying some of these games that this is streaming through the Facebook. I don't know. I just don't know yet. If it will, if it won't. Yes, I am here. But I will be streaming certain games, live streaming like this, until I get some new ones in December for Christmas that I had my eyes on, that I think you guys will enjoy. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Hold on. Okay, I am back. So, okay.
Heads or tails, kitty cat.
Which one lets me out of here alive?
Not this one. Time to die.
I vote for a stay of execution. No gun? Shame. This is gonna hurt.
Two guns, bitch.
And I thought it was cats who had 9 lives. Full of surprises.
I figured you could use my help, Selena.
You're right. I think I chipped a nail back there.
Funny.
So what do you need, Mr. Detective?
Protocol 10. What do you know, Selena?
Never heard of it.
That's not what I wanted to hear. What about Strange?
I don't trust him. He's been missing for years, and then is suddenly put in charge of running Arkham City. Rumor has it he's been working with Joker, planning something very special just for you. Maybe that's Protocol 10.
Twinkle, little bat. Watch me kill your favorite cat.
The ex-district attorney here said something. What the hell?
See you soon, bats.
This place is dangerous. I like it. You expecting a kiss?
It was Joker. You're not safe here. No one's.
9 lives, remember?
But in terms of other news, in terms of DC, now I guess people walked out people walked out because of, I guess, Disney is now getting involved with DC and bought them, like they did with Marvel. And a lot of people think Disney's gonna dumb it down. Well, they didn't dumb down Marvel. They didn't. Disney still had dark tones and some of the gore, a lot of the fighting and language in it, and they didn't mind. And a lot of people, reason why a lot of people think Disney matches with Marvel because of the brightness of Marvel's live action movies and the comics in terms of, I guess, happiness, of brightness, if you will, or whatever you want to call it. But to me, I'm perfectly okay with Disney going into DC. Like, who knows what they might do? Is this considered... what would this be considered as? A reboot of things? Like, we know that we're not going to get a Justice League 2 because you did have the guy that played Superman, and I guess now I guess Ben Affleck walked out. I don't know how true that news is. There's a lot of... screw it. There's a lot of fake news, I guess, now. A lot of fake accounts on so many medias that you don't really know it's true. But if it is true, maybe they felt away. Who really knows what really went on behind the scenes, honestly. I don't know. You know, I'm okay with that. I'm saying give Disney a chance right now, because, you know, they've been doing good with Marvel so far. You see where they might do with DC. They might give us something that we may actually like.
Did you find that easy? You were supposed to. That was merely taking what is to come.
I guess there's...
Of course, leap year comes and stays. Every 4 years, got it right. And 28 is 29. Halloween, Halloween, All Saints' Day. Wake up the witches, or someone will pay.
I guess the Batman movie, the script that Ben Affleck was working on, supposedly it's done. I don't know. I would like to see an older Batman movie in terms of, you know, if an older Batman like we're getting for a solo film, and to see where that goes. I would still like that. Again, there's rumor about speculation about people, you know, there being Black Superman. People don't understand that there really is a Black Superman because of DC's full of different timelines of alternate universes. Even though the whole timeline travel universe, different Earths deal gets jumpy and confusing, but there is a Black Superman. So we might be getting different, you know, for all the DC movies right now that we have got, the one from the Kristen Bell ones, as far as I'm concerned, that's a different Earth, a different universe. Doesn't have all the superior people going into maybe the ones from the Michael Keaton ones, you know. Might be a different Batman universe. Going into the ones that some didn't like in the 90s. might consider it as a different universe than the ones we got now, and what we will get. As far as I'm concerned, we're getting a different Earth universe of our heroes. They're part of a different race, you know? So let's just sit back and see what DC and Disney can do. They might bring something to the table to say, wow, that really blew our minds, and we may like it.
I'm at the church. It looks like Harley Quinn is inside.
That dreadful woman is no doubt setting a trap for you.
Don't worry, Quinn never was too smart. I'll be okay.
So let's just sit back and wait and see what they can do together. I'm still gonna say we are going to get, you know, the another Batman movie. And what I would like to see, what I don't agree with, is them killing off Robin. I would like to see a new, updated Robin, even a Nightwing. You're facing the wrong way.
So anyway, here's the deal. Mr. James really not up to a visit right now. He's not feeling himself. Well, actually, he was earlier, but that's not what I meant. He's not doing so good, and that idiot doctor I sent him here didn't help. I've seen more smarts from these bozos. I've got a run, boys. If you try to kill him!
Attacking armed thugs head-on is suicide. I need to disappear. Pick them off silently, one by one.
Don't you move, Batman. Just stay there and slow and okay.
What do you mean? And okay.
I love this dialogue if you just let it go through.
Along with Batman.
Keep it together, he's ours. What's he gonna do?
Good point. I mean, it's not like he has a reputation for breaking free of traps and smashing people's faces. Oh no, that's right. That's exactly what he does.
I said stay calm. I got a gun pointing at his damn head. What's he gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. Throw a smoke bomb, break your face, and string me up from the ceiling?
How's he gonna do that? He can't do that, can he? I thought you said you were in control. I did. I mean, we are. There's 4 of us, just one of him.
I saw him take out 10 people back at the asylum.
Would you just shut the hell up? Okay, new plan. We kill him now.
What?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. 1, 2.
Are you sure? Won't Harley be pissed?
Why should she care? 1, 2.
Can we shoot on 3?
Yes, hurry. Like 1, 2, 3. Shoot!
They don't know where I am. Good. Let's keep it that way. Time to survey the room. Plan out my tactics. 4 thugs, all armed. 2 hostages. This is gonna be easy.
Batman! Can you hear me? Try and get us and these people
That idiot
down!
thinks he's safe in the confessional. He's just made it easier for me to get in behind him.
Can check.
You'll be okay. Wait here and don't make the noise.
Get out of here! Leave now!
He's got a hostage.
Answer me!
Come here, Batman! I've got a hostage!
Yes, he does have a hostage.
two without being seen. I can take them both in one.
Answer me, man. What's going on? Yeah, leave us alone.
The room is secure. You're safe now.
Yo, Batman! Thanks for the help!
Love this game. Hold on. Hold on. Come on. I can't reach you. Okay. I am back. I am back. So, there's everything there. Did I talk to anybody? Okay.
What the hell made that woman come in here and do all this? Why kill us?
Quinn's only priority is to protect Joker. She's dangerous.
So I see. Well, thanks, Batman. It's funny. I figured people would be grateful to have us here. I guess I was wrong.
Love this game.
Thank you for your help back there. I thought, well, you know.
Is she going to be alright?
I think so. She got hit in the head pretty hard when Harley Quinn came in. We should get a squad together. Hit back.
There's too many of them, officer. Stay here with the wounded.
These animals will pay.
I was really hoping after the Christian Bale Batman trilogy, because the last one did end in a teaser for us to get
Came from the bell tower. I need to find a way up there.
to get another part of that to where we would have gotten. They say, you know, obviously the theory is like, oh well, he died in the explosion, or you know, he made it and what Alfred's seen came true, yada yada yada. Well, I believe honestly what we got was really a teaser for another part of that, to where, you know, rather than the detective would have, rather than him would have became of Robin, I believe we would have gotten a Robin out of that, a Robin movie, and then along the way through like another,
It looks like it's being controlled remotely by Joker.
like another 3-part trilogy.
Well, look who it is. I haven't seen you for how long have you been? Let's see. There was a silence, some monsters. That's right. You left me to die. You probably didn't do exactly like you cares. You just need to worry about the bombs. Hurry up now. The clock's ticking.
I've got a lock on the signal used to remotely control the sniper rifle. Joker's behind this.
Was there ever any doubt?
The radio signal should lead me right to him.
Good luck, sir.
But yeah, I believe we would have gotten another 3 parts